Hello. I'd like to express my gratitude towards the executives within the Barton Mallow Builders unit for allowing me the time to speak to you today regarding the future of the Baltimore office. Today, I will be providing a recommendation for the portfolio diversification of the Baltimore office so that we can continue doing what we do best, building people, projects, and communities. Today, I'm going to be discussing the current state of the business unit, why we have gotten to this point, some opportunities for much needed diversification, and a final recommendation for the course of action necessary. The state of our business unit is in good health, and we have enjoyed making planned operating profits consistently over the last decade. The jobs we've completed over this past decade of success have been almost entirely in the higher education system. While I'm not able to mention specific numbers in this presentation, as you know from the Baltimore region's financial update, we are projecting below expected on operating profit for the first time in over a decade. I understand that you might say this is because of performance on current projects, but I speculate that this is for a different reason entirely. We have also seen a lack of success in project pursuits in the past 3 years. While it's not realistic to win every project in the modern bidding process, we must be more aggressive in order to remain sustainable. Albeit there are many opinions regarding the climate of the Baltimore office, and your opinions come as the most respected. I'd like to offer up 3 reasons that I believe are the cause of this concerning downturn. They are poor relationship building, low risk appetite, and missing experience. While we have become masters at higher education networking, it has also caused us to lose sight of the bigger picture of relationship building. We need to be targeting these low-interest consumers in all markets using indirect persuasion according to the elaboration likelihood model as BB and BB detail in their handbook for public speaking. I'll discuss this further on. Baltimore region has also shown patterns of going after smaller projects immediately following the loss of bigger projects. While this tactic is relatively non-volatile and keeps our people employed, it is docile in nature. It has led our human capital to not being experienced enough to serve on the bigger projects once we acquire them. Further on in this presentation, I will also discuss some ways we can fight against this, including using more of our national resources. As you know, our clients understand the value of having experience relative to the type of work they are pursuing. Having relevant experience serves as a roadmap for completing the project with minimal disruptions and maximum cost savings. It is also vital to us winning more work in the bidding process. Since we have been specializing in higher education projects in the past decade, we have little to no experience with other forms of construction, which owners and clients are aware of. There are several opportunities to move the direction of the Baltimore office in the right direction, and they all flow through diversifying our portfolio of markets to work in. I'm going to go over 3 markets I believe we can successfully enter, and then recommend some actions to take in order to get there. Partnering with real estate developers is another market worth entering. These major real estate companies like MCB, who recently announced their plan alongside the city of Baltimore to redesign the entire Inner Harbor, pictured here, are often technically savvy on the sales side, but lack the construction knowledge required to successfully construct buildings of these magnitudes. This is where we come in. As everyone here is aware that the high risk of this work with a real estate developer is concerning, we can use our expertise from other business regions in order to mitigate this risk. By partnering with real estate developers to offer construction management services, we can enjoy and be a part of the nearly $6.5 billion that have been committed to development of these types of buildings in Baltimore leading up to 2028. I'd like to also provide a path to re-entering into the sports and entertainment market of construction in Baltimore. By leveraging our relationships with the Baltimore Orioles organization, whose current stadium we built in the 90s, having the adequate resources and experience at a company-wide level by bringing in people from out of state who have experience in this realm, and rising to the opportunity of the Orioles announcing over $600 million of new investments into their ballpark, we can cement ourselves as preferred bidders for future minor league and collegiate stadiums, thus diversifying our portfolio for the future. In the K-12 education market, Baltimore County has recently announced $4.9 billion of general investment which undoubtedly will provide a foot in the door for us to enter the market. By utilizing our expertise in higher education, we can surely enter this market in the Baltimore region. This will allow us to develop a wider skill set that will win us more projects over time. Finally, my recommendation to pursue in the Baltimore office. Starting with the relationship building, the Baltimore office should be sending out employees to the abundant networking events available to make connections, working harder to market our brand in Baltimore, and employing the foundations of persuasion mentioned here in order to be in the forefront of clients' minds. By being in the peripheral of preferred clients while they are not interested in a new project, we will be in the frame when they become interested. We also need to utilize our resources as a national company in order to mitigate the risk associated with going after bigger projects or projects in markets that we have little to no experience in. By building upon these changes, we will be able to target projects with real estate developers, enter the sports and entertainment market, and utilize our experience in higher ed to go after K-12. Thank you for your time, and I look forward to having an open dialogue in the future regarding the portfolio of the Barton Malow office in Baltimore.